Hey guys, welcome to Khanvolution. My name's Khan. Right now it's time to check out some more Rwby, specifically Volume 6, Chapter 9, titled Lost. Now I'm guessing this title refers to Oscar, who pretty much ran away after having that heated conversation where Team Rwby explains to Team Juniper, or I guess the rather reformed Team Orange, about the history of the world, basically the history of the world of Remnant and the previous old world as well as the old gods. You know, the truth about Salem not being able to be killed. Everybody needs a little bit of time to just like sit down and let this all this information process, because we've had like several episodes where Team Rwby's been able to process this, and literally they've gone through a horror movie where they've had to process through their emotions. You know what I'm saying? A little trial by fire, as a trial by emotion, Maria states in previous episode. I went into detail about what my thoughts were in the previous episode reaction videos discussion portion. Now if you guys haven't checked that out, links down in the description below, as well as the previous, you guys can go and check those out before joining back with me for volume 6 chapter 9. I think by the time I'm checking this out, the other videos haven't been unblocked yet, so you know, we're still waiting for Rooster Teeth to click OK on that content. But until then, I'm gonna sit down and react to chapter 9. As always, if you guys enjoy watching these videos with me, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with any other fans of Rwby or Rooster Teeth content out there. Don't forget to come over and join the Discord, my Discord over there, where we're engaging in some wonderful conversations. You guys get to share your memes, artwork, all kinds of cool stuff. You guys can check out some of my gaming on Twitch. I'm currently playing through FF7 Remake. I'm gonna be checking out some Last of Us Part 2 cutscenes going forward as well, and uploading my reactions to that on YouTube as well. So super excited for a lot of that stuff. Previous episode, we got to have like a nice meaningful and almost like teacher-student conversation with Maria Calavera, with Rwby, explained a little bit. We got a little bit more light shed on the whole silver-eyed thing, you know, about it being a power descendant from the god of light itself, an enemy of destruction, you know, so to speak. But the thing is, you know, there's still a lot of mystery about it. You know, how much does Salem know about the Silver Eyes? Is she aware of its full capabilities? Do we even know what its full capabilities are, besides just, you know, solidifying and petrifying Grimm? You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's more to it than just that. It can't just be that. I feel like there's more to it, more than even Maria knows, more than I would assume any Silver-Eyed warrior had known. And what makes Rwby so special? Maybe she'll tap into a power of the Silver Eyes that we just nobody's experienced before. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those are just the ideas that I'm thinking about at the back of my head. Team Orange needs to kind of, you know, sit down and kind of breathe a little bit with knowing this new information. And I wonder how Jaune's mentality is going to develop. How is his character going to develop after learning this information? I mean, I feel like he's going to mistrust Ozpin even more going forward. Is Ozpin going to show back up again? I mean, there's just a whole lot of stuff in the air. We still don't know what Salem and her crew are up to. We only got a little shot of them like back in like volume 6 chapter 4, you know what I'm saying? So we still need to focus on a lot of that stuff, and no Adam to date yet, you know, so except for like little flashes of him every now and then from Gang's PTSD memories, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let's go ahead and dive into volume 6 chapter 9. Super excited for this as always. And after watching this one, I think I'm going to do a Rwby art reaction. Yes, you guys posted a lot of artwork on my Discord, where I created a new channel called Rwby Art, and I'll be checking that out afterwards as well. For now, chapter 9 in 3, 2, 1, sun! Silver-Eye time! One thing that is kind of annoying when doing reaction videos for Rwby is that it always gets, like right now in the newer content, it always gets blocked. It's not a problem that I had previously when I was originally starting off with the Rooster Teeth content or reacting to Rwby in general. But now it's happening more frequently, and it is a little bit annoying. And I know I could do the easy thing where just like cut the reaction up, you know, which like I guess some other channels do. But you know, I prefer to just watch it full length and just go by that. And I feel like you guys enjoy it too if it's just full length. But I obviously cut footage for a lot of my other reactions, you know. Rising like the moon. Silhouette against the moon! Let's get this shit. I'm so ready. I'm ready. Oh! Great.
I hate being kept in the dark like this.
Yeah, Cinder was a pain, but at least she kept us filled in.
Can I ask you something?
You're gonna.
Why did you come with us? The night Cinder and I found you.
Backstory?
Why are you asking?
Just answer the question.
Just made sense.
It made sense.
All my life, my father trained me to be a killer, an assassin like him. And then moments after I killed him, you two showed up looking for someone with my exact skills. Just felt like it was meant to be.
That's it?
Hey, what's your problem?
I mean, there has to be something you want from this, right?
Yeah, what's his motive?
Zero's promised us everything. We win this thing for her, we'll be top dogs in her new world.
New
What
world.
do you want?
Cinder was the only family I ever had. She cared about me, taught me things.
Right.
But without her here, I don't know if what we're doing...
Wake up already. Cinder doesn't care about you.
Oh.
She doesn't care about either of us.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You're in denial. And if you're gonna start having a crisis of identity or some crap,
Oh shit. Oh shit. Then be fighting words.
get me out of it.
Oh damn. Oh. Oh, what? Emerald versus Mercury? What?
I'm sorry you didn't have a mommy that loved you. I had a
Oh.
father who hated me.
Oh.
He never went easy on me. Every day of training was a beating. And when I unlocked my semblance,
Music.
he stole it with his. This is a crutch. This makes you weak. He told me I could have it back when I was strong.
I'm digging
So
this
I
music.
got strong. But I never got it back.
Wow.
I've had to work harder than anyone to get where I am.
He had his semblance taken
You
away?
may not like it here without Cinder, but I think I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
Wait, I don't get that part. Oh, of course.
Oh, yes, the world is mean, and I'm a big bad man now, just like the others.
How long have you been standing there?
All you ever learned was pain and violence, and now you're too afraid to leave it. Such a tragedy.
You don't know me.
Oh shit, you know what? I'm so stupid. I just noticed. His tail, it's all freaking metallic Megatron style.
I want to tell you both a little secret. Your question is all wrong.
What?
Salem must have fixed it for him.
What do you want from this? Children, please. If you're not loving what you're doing, then you're in the wrong field.
So what? Are you saying we should just leave?
Oh, no. You can't do that.
What did you come here for?
To say farewell.
Farewell.
There's been a change in plans. Her Grace must act swiftly if we are to prevail. If General Ironwood comes to his senses and calls upon aid from Vacuo, all may be lost for us.
Call 8 from
So the
Vacuum?
good doctor and I are being sent to Atlas to prepare.
Watts and him are being sent to
Prepare
Atlas.
for what?
Tyrion! It's time.
Oh shit.
Do what makes you happy, children. Please. I'm begging you.
Oh shit, he just wants a reason. There is literally poison dripping from his newly reformed tail. Holy shit. Watts and Tyrion are being set to Watts. Oh shit, no. Okay, I'll talk later. Talk later! Oh, his sister joined.
The city is enormous. He could have gone anywhere. This is all my fault. I overreacted.
I still don't really understand what happened. Was it about the mission?
Sort of.
It's kind of hard to talk about.
Right.
I know. Top secret. Did he do something wrong?
No, he didn't. We just got some new information, and it's going to be a lot harder than we thought.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was easy, then it wouldn't be important, right?
I think we're all just a bit unsure of what to do next.
Yeah.
You could stay in Mistral, get your licenses at Haven, and come back to Argus.
Oh, right,
There's a lot
licenses.
of good you can do here. I
They are
know
well
your
past
mission
that.
is important, but it's not like you're the only ones who can do it. It's not the only mission that needs doing.
He has a point.
It's not that simple.
I should go pick up Adrian from daycare. I'll let Tara know what's happened, and we'll meet you later.
Is his sister hiding
Good
something?
luck.
Something about the way she just looked at the ground, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Hey, there's a cafe over there. Why don't we get something to warm up?
Yes, Nora with
You
the
two go
food.
ahead.
Yes. Actually, this is a great idea. Go eat something, bro. Even though you don't feel like
You
it.
don't want anything?
We'll be right back.
Man, dude. John boy. John boy. Oh no! Really? The music! Oh no! What? We haven't heard this since when?
Once, like a dream,
What?
you looked at me, and
The lyrics!
felt new.
It has lyrics!
Some people fall in love for life, others never get it right. Love's fickle when it calls. One thing that I know for sure, longer than our lives.
It's really beautiful, isn't it?
You're my forever.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Why here?
She trained here. Sanctum Academy.
Is that her mom?
Was crushed when she chose Beacon over Haven. No one wanted to see her go, but it was where she wanted to be. I'm just glad she was surrounded by such amazing people.
She should be standing here.
She is. She understood that she had a responsibility to try. I don't think she would regret her choice, because a huntress would understand that there really wasn't a choice to make. And a huntress is what she always wanted to be.
Kira never got the chance to graduate, but she was a huntress.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Jaune?
Oh god, and they're here too.
John, why did you...
They get to see it too.
I'm sorry. I've been a terrible leader. And a terrible friend, and I...
Jaune, this has to stop.
We heard what you said to Cinder at Haven. You're not being fair to yourself. We love you, just like we loved Kira. We're teammates. Family.
We don't want to lose you two.
Oh man, dude. Stop. Stop.
I think I think she knew she wasn't going to win. That she might not come out alive. But she also knew she was the only one that could try.
So she did.
Maybe we should too.
Yeah, we should.
Kira may not be by our side anymore, but we can fight like she is.
And in a way, she will be.
We should check back in at the house. Come on.
Thank you.
Oh man, dude. This show, man. Oh my god.
I've never seen him this bad.
Come on, let's get him up.
Oh damn.
Why am I on the stairs?
This fool.
Probably because no one's home, Uncle Qrow. We've been out looking for Oscar.
Oscar?
I'm sure this looks great to the neighbors.
Terracotta. Oh man.
No luck?
No. You?
Don't worry. We aren't going to Atlas without him.
We?
Yeah. Together forever.
Sorry we won't be staying.
No, you're not.
Terracotta's like, thank God they're gone.
Out of the cold.
Oh, I was wondering.
He's back! New outfit! Oh, he looks so cool! Total anime dive. Love it. He looks so cool.
Are you okay? What are you wearing?
What are you wearing? Yes.
Is something cooking?
Oh, yeah, I thought maybe you guys would appreciate a hot meal after
Oh my
spending all day looking
god.
for me, apparently.
It's my
MVP.
fault we were all out there in the first place. Oscar, I am so sorry.
Brother got scolded,
I was way out of line, and what I said...
No, it's okay.
pushed against the wall.
These past few days, I've been scared of the same things you were. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be me.
Oh, dude, that hits
But
me.
I
I don't
did
know
some
why that
thinking.
hits me so hard.
And I do know that I want to do everything I can to help with whatever time I have left.
Good. This team isn't the same without you, Oscar.
Right. Oh, I just thought of something.
The casserole!
We're on it, Chef.
I just thought of something. Okay. Major
combat gear
discussion
looks
brain.
good.
Somebody give this guy like a bash
Where
of the
are you
head.
going now?
I don't want to get in the way of your celebration.
You've been gone all day. Just sit with us.
Look, Rwby, I'm glad you kids worked out, whatever all that was. But the fact is, we're not a single step closer to Atlas.
Actually, I think I have an idea.
Hello?
But it's sort of a no going back kind of idea.
Well, let's hear it.
What idea?
With Qrow on watch, only Atlas airships have the
Qrow.
clearance to leave for Solitas. So, we steal an Atlas airship.
That's not just
Even
breaking the
Adrian's
law.
like, what the frig?
That's definitely worse.
How
Yeah.
will we even get onto the airfield?
That part I haven't quite figured out yet. But I was...
Okay, stop. Just stop. Look, if this thing goes south, it's not something we can just fight our way out of. This is the Atlas military we're talking about. For your sake, just drop this.
Oh, come on, bro. You're supposed to be... Bruh, I know you going through shit, but so are they. You gotta step up.
I want to hear him out.
Rwby.
I want to hear him out.
Oh, Ruby's doing the
I know
stepping
you're trying to
up.
protect us, that you're afraid we can't do it, but right now, I don't really care what you think.
The music too, damn! Right behind her,
Just
too!
because you don't have an idea doesn't mean we're out of options. Oz hasn't been here to tell us what to do, but we still managed to get this far anyway. We've been in bad situations before.
Okay.
And we didn't need an adult to come save us or tell us what to do.
Okay.
We just did it our way.
Yeah.
And I say we do it our way.
The music.
And if you think you can keep up with us kids, we'd be happy to have you.
Yes! Yes!
Looks like you didn't give her enough credit either.
My God. This series, this show, dude, man. This show. Holy shit. Oh, and the music. Oh, God. Oh, my heart. My heart. Shit, man. Okay. Okay. There's a lot to talk about. Okay. Can I say something about this series before I get into any discussion? There are, what is it? I would say almost 60 something episodes of Rwby so far that I've seen. You know, I have over 100 and something reaction videos of Rwby content on this channel alone. It goes without saying that I'm a bit of a Rwby fan. Not a single episode in Rwby thus far, even at the end of volume 3, if you guys go back to my reaction, stuff happened at the end of volume 3. You guys know this. Did I cry? I did not. I did not. I was angry. I was pissed off as hell. Even volume 4 chapter 2, when we got to see a little bit of Qrow again, I was sad, I was emotional, but I did not tear up. But this I don't know what it was about this episode, man. I was like, I had water in my eyes, man. It's a testament to how great not only this episode is, but how great the series is, how it pulls you in emotionally, gets you attached to these characters. And even though we haven't seen the character for so many episodes and her presence sort of lingering throughout, the moment she's introduced back, even as like, you know, even in a statue form, oh my God, like it just brings back all those emotions, and I was tearing up, man. A series hasn't made me this emotional in a long time. I mean, there are some shows that get me incredibly emotional, some live action shows, and we can talk about later, some animes, and we can talk about that. What anime has made me this emotional that would make me cry? I think there are moments in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood that literally made me tear up, like certain musical cues and certain moments that made me tear up. I mean, for a lot of shows that are very action-packed and hype, I go crazy, you know, while watching that shit. I like scream at the TV. I'm like shouting at, you know, my throat out, my vocals out. But there are like certain movies and TV shows and series that like get me emotional to the point and gets me to that tear point. But man, oh man, this is the first time I gotta say Rwby did that to me, and I'm not afraid to admit it, man. I'm not shy to admit it. This is a great series, and I'm so happy like it's entering that realm where it's able to twist your heart to the point where it can squeeze out them tears, at least from me, you know what I'm saying? So what moment in Rwby made you guys tear up for the first time? I'm curious. Was it as early as volume 1, volume 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? When was that? For me, it was this episode, man. Getting back, I was surprised that we didn't get to see much Kordovan. I thought we were gonna jump back and see another scene with Kordovan this episode, but I'm glad we picked off right where we left off. Well, exactly not right where we left off, because this episode begins with Emerald and Mercury. Emerald is obviously going through a sort of a crisis, you know, sort of a crisis where she's trying to figure out what's her reason, what's her motive for staying with Salem at this moment. Because before it was just Cinder. She was following Cinder. I think to a certain degree, and a lot of Rwby memes, play into this, and it's like, what if she's in love with Cinder, and not just like in a lover sort of way, but what if like sees Cinder as sort of mother? Because Mercury makes that note. It's like, you never had a father, you never had a mother. Maybe you're just too much of a baby attached to this one person, and now that she's gone, you have no compass. You know, you have no compass or direction of where you want to take your life, and that's why you're coming up with these questions. Because Mercury's just in the background doing martial arts, trying to work out, and then just, you know, Emerald's over here just pondering, you know, being like, you know, I think Emerald, out of all of those three, Emerald, Cinder, and Mercury, she's the one who's most uncertain about stuff that needs to be done, and the most, I would say, like Clay, most moldable, both emotionally as well as in terms of her life experiences. And what I mean by that is Cinder knows what she needs to do. Cinder wants power. I feel like if Emerald or Mercury, died in the field of combat, Cinder would still just keep going forward and trying to find her own way, Mercury was sort of the same thing, and I'm glad I've been saying this for a couple of episodes. I wish we got a little bit more backstory on Emerald and Mercury and some of these other evil or dark side characters, you know what I'm saying? And what we get with Mercury is this knowledge that I guess he had a semblance. He had a semblance stolen. You can steal other people's semblance? That's something that never actually entered my mind. Some people stealing other people's semblance. He's saying like, I kept every day was a beating. Every training session was a beating. When I first unlocked my semblance, he unlocked it. So he knows what a semblance was, but we don't know what a semblance was because he didn't reveal that. But he says his father took the semblance away. How? Is there some sort of like Atlas sort of technology that can take people's semblance away? Not just like, transferring aura, but transfer semblance too? Or maybe that was a specific gimmick of Mercury's father's semblance specifically, but he took away his semblance and he says this is a crutch, this is a weakness, you have to learn how to fight without it. But that's an assassin's skill. Maybe it doesn't come from using his semblance, but using his mind or tactics or something like that. And then he like kept on fighting and fighting and learning, and then at that point he killed his father. And maybe that's the motive of killing his father, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe Mercury thought that by killing his father he would get his semblance back, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Mercury didn't get it back, and he's had to work harder because he has no semblance. That's crazy. Is Mercury like the only person in the world that literally doesn't have a semblance? Or like, I guess some people in this world obviously haven't unlocked their semblance, but still, you know what I'm saying? And of course then Tyrion shows up with this brand new shiny tail that looks literally like it came from Cybertron, and it has like new poison. I guess they connected his veins to where that poison, or maybe it's more deadly than last time. Who knows? That's crazy. So what we learned from this is that if General Ironwood calls for reinforcements from Vacuo, then all might be lost to us. That's why Tyrion and Watts are going to Atlas to try and intercept all that. Maybe. And, Watts obviously takes Tyrion and goes away. And Tyrion has this interesting little dialogue with, Emerald and Mercury, where he's like, why are you asking what you want? If you're in this, you should be doing it because you love it, because you're that psycho and crazy, because only those crazy psycho people deserve to be around Salem, the queen of psycho, so to speak. So if you're asking about what you want, boy, are you in the wrong line of work, you know what I'm saying? So that's what Tyrion is trying to say, because Tyrion loves what he does and he does what he loves, basically. So now he's out going to Atlas to do God knows what, you know what I'm saying? Jaune, his sister, Jaune, Saffron, and Ren and Nora are walking down the street and just trying to find Oscar, who is lost. Little do they know, Oscar gets, an entire makeover. And I gotta talk about Oscar, man. He's the MVP, dude. MVP of this episode. I would even go as far as to say this volume. But dude, wait, Rwby might also be the MVP. I don't know. Okay, Jaune, dude, there's so much good shit happening, man. Okay, let's start with the Pyrrha scene. My God, the moment that Leaf came in, I was like, dude, Rooster, why you doing this to me, man? Why you doing this to me, man? I'm like happy that we're getting that music, because that music starts playing, in the background. Oh, dude, it's so good and it's so heart-wrenching. I had no idea that shit had lyrics. It had lyrics, of course it had lyrics. Right when you see the statue panning from the bottom up, when the statue popped up, I was like, wait, what? What? How? Why? And then, that other lady shows up, and when her voice kicked in, I'm guessing it's the same voice actress, right? It has to be the same voice actress. But when her voice kicked in, I was like, what, are we gonna get some Force Ghost shit? Where is this episode heading? And I don't know, is that like Pyrrha's mom? It seemed like a deeper version of Pyrrha's voice, but I'm guessing it was Pyrrha's mom, maybe older sister, possibly? Something like that. She said, she was originally going to go to school here, but she decided to go to Beacon instead, and that's why, do they live in Argus, or is she just visiting? Where is Pyrrha originally from? I don't exactly remember, but she was supposed to go to school here, but she decided to go to Beacon instead, right? So that's crazy. And then I guess I'm gonna call her mom for the time being, you know, that's just what I'm gonna call her. And so Pyrrha's mom is obviously, you know, or her family is here to put flowers down, and it seems like she recognizes Jaune and Ren and Nora to a certain extent, and she's like, she's just so glad and so heartfelt that Pyrrha had people who loved her. So obviously they know, but Jaune didn't seem like he recognized her, but understood who she was the moment, or I don't know, man. Maybe they had like a memorial or something, and Jaune got to meet some of Pyrrha's family members. That's how she recognized him. Because the look that Jaune gave her kind of felt like, oh, it's you again. You know, kind of like the way he like just looked at the ground. It kind of felt like that, you know? It's like sort of, hi, nice to see you again. And it's just how well he was able to open up. And the color scheme that she had, red hair with the brown and the gold, very Pyrrha-esque, you know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing maybe that's like just a family style color, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like similarly like the way Jaune and even Saffron are portrayed with that little gold and the white. You kind of notice that, you know, the blue, the gold, and the white. It's very reminiscent of Jaune or the Arc family colors, you know? Very cool, very cool. But that whole scene where it's just so emotional and talking about Pyrrha, and just I so needed something like this, because you know, even a lot of you guys mentioned in the comments that, you know what, volume 4 we pick up right away. We have that scene at volume 4 chapter 2 where it's talking about Pyrrha and dealing with her loss and whatnot, and then volume 4 is literally, you know, shows Ren and Nora also dealing with the concept of loss, and Ren talking about his past. Nora, you realize in volume 4 that this isn't the first time Ren and Nora have experienced loss to this degree. Perhaps this is the first time Jaune has experienced loss to this degree, but not them. And here you see them coming to terms with it. Ren and Nora working together. They're going through their own troubles, of course, but they're here to support Jaune because they know they've been through plenty of loss before. They know how to deal with it just a little bit better. It's not easy. By God, it's not easy to deal with loss. And I think this is another thing that this show does really well. It talks so much about life, and by accompaniment, death as well. You know what I'm saying? Like the concept of life and death are thrown around so well, and that's why that's a big tether of the series for the fans, I feel like. Because we're so attached to Pyrrha, we experience her loss together as a fandom, and then now we get to see these scenes where it hashes those ideas out, and we have to deal with said loss, you know, with Jaune, with Ren and Nora. And they're just here, and then this new character who allows for the voice actors to come back. I'm pretty convinced it's the same voice actors because it sounded so well, like so similar to her, you know. You got the two team leaders, Jaune, team leader of Team Orange, coming up and being like, you know, hey, you know what? I've been dealing with loss, I've been dealing with sadness, but I got a plan. Even through all that, I developed a freaking plan. Rwby, even though the adult Qrow, who's drinking his worries away and is so down in the dump, down in the mood right now, Rwby, team leader of Team Rwby, coming up, being that leader that we all need. Jaune being the leader to develop the plan, Rwby being the leader to see the plan through. You know what I'm saying? It's like times like this, you gotta be optimistic to push the plan through. And you see throughout that whole speech, everybody turns their head up. Everybody goes from like a doom and gloom facial to like, you know, more optimistic mood. And I think that's just, Rwby personifies light and optimism and positivity. You know what I'm saying, in this series? And that's just you know, like, she's not just Silver Eyes, she's Silver Eyes personified. You know what I'm saying? You know, flashing away all that doom and gloom. And so, you know, she's figuratively using Silver Eyes, even though she's not physically using it. So I love that. I love that about this series, and it's just so good. And can I just talk about Oscar? This is going to be the last thing I talk about. Oscar, dude, is MVP. This fool got pushed back to dealing with, you know, psychological torment. You know, am I gonna be the, you know, am I just gonna, you know, like just drown away in the persona that is Ozpin? Am I gonna cease to exist? You know, he's just a kid. His life is just beginning. He gets pushed to the wall because people are hating on him because of Ozpin inside of him. But what does he do? Does he lament about it? No, he does he goes above and beyond. He gets a freaking makeover, bro. The bro goes out and gets like freaking new fashioned out green clothes, like, bro. The Wizard of Oz is me, bro. You know what I'm saying, dude? He's so cool. He puts food on the table. He gets the cooking running, the oven, dude. The casserole, dude, running, dude, man. This food is so good, so good. Jaune, Rwby, and freaking Oscar kicking it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Stepping it up to what the team needs right now. And Terracotta's like, oh, thank God they're moving. You know, it's like, you know, it's when your in-laws come to visit. You know, oh great. You know, it's like they're taking up our space, eating our food. Maybe you guys, you know, you guys are welcome to stay as long as you want. But in the back of your head, when are you guys leaving? You know, it's kind of like that. But man, this episode is insane. I really hope this song is part of the soundtrack reaction. Oh dude, is this song part of the sound? It has to be, right? With the lyrics and everything. I can't wait to listen to this song in particular. This has got to be one of my favorite songs in Rwby, man. Dude, this is a good episode. This is a good episode, man. I feel cleansed in a way. You know, what did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Is there anything I missed or failed to notice or failed to understand? Share that down. I can't wait to read your comments, and I will see you guys later in the next video, which will hopefully be a Rwby art reaction. Until then, have a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you guys are. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe, hit that like button, and feel free to share the video. And I'll see you guys next time.